Ladies and gentlemen, Stephanie Summerville.
I first heard about the moth at a friend's party. She knew that I had like amazing personal stories in my life, and she said, my friend Catherine at the Moth, she would love to hear your stories. Now, my father was an incredible and charismatic person. He had an upbeat personality and a can-do attitude, and he dressed and looked and moved like Sidney Poitier. My father had the belief that one of the tools in your arsenal that you need to make it through your way in the world was to have an impressive signature, and it was. So, in 1979, I turned 13 years old, and two important things happened. One, I got a summer job, and two, I started to notice boys. And the one person who became the center of my attention was Robert Buster Townsend III. And it was, and Buster was delicious. I don't know what else to say. He was a fair-skinned, freckle-faced black boy with an athletic build, and he was not the brightest bulb on the tree, but I did not care. He could have read a grocery list, and I was mesmerized. One day, I'm holding hands with Buster, and my father comes up earlier than usual to pick me up, so I go skipping off and I get into the car, and immediately I notice that something is wrong with my father. And I'm like, Dad, is there anything wrong? And my dad erupts into what sounds like to me this loud, long lion roar of a monologue. I saw you talking to these boys. I saw you holding hands with these boys. And then he pulls out like these big SAT words. Boys are licentious and nefarious creatures. You know? What makes a great story? I let him kiss me, and it was the most amazing thing. It was delicious. Tension. And I go and I look, and on the living room couch is my father. He's lying sideways in the fetal position, and he's shaking violently on our couch. And drama. And as they wheel him away on the gurney, my father's downward spiral begins as he spends 30 days in ICU in a coma and finally dies. It needs to have meat, and it needs to have heart, and it needs to be epic. Later on, I realized that no kiss in the world could ever taint or destroy my father's love for me, or his legacy that lives in me, of his indomitable spirit, his can-do attitude, and his kick-ass signature. Thank you.